Okay. Hey, y'all. Hey. This is Nicole Brown, founder and CEO of Izzy and Live, here with another rare sighting. Happy Saturday. I hope you guys have had a good start to your weekend so far. So I'm coming to you because I have some things that I need to explain to you. And it's too much for email. And it's something that I need for you all to hear directly from my mouth. And this is in regards to some things that we as a company have been going through that came to a head over this last week, and how that impacted you all who subscribe and paid for your March boxes and the delivery of those to you. So bear with me because I don't have a script. So however this comes out is how it comes out. So March boxes, the last communication that you received from us about your March boxes, we sent out the week of March 20th. And the reason why we have not been able to communicate to you again and update you on what was going on last week is because we were in I don't even know what to call it, a literal war with our warehouse. And so I'm going to try to be careful of the things that I say, but explain enough for you all to understand what was happening. And so, backstory. Those of you who've been subscribed to us for a while, again, this is, sixth anniversary of the box will be in April. It is April now. So this month is the 6th anniversary of our box. June is actually the 8th anniversary of our business. But those of you who have been subscribed for a while, and there are a lot of you who have been subscribed from box 1, 6 years, 5 years, 3 years, you have been with us and noticed some changes to our warehouses. And you've noticed that because you've seen changes in the delivery patterns, you've seen changes in the quality of the deliveries and things like that. So you may have noticed that in recent months we switched warehouses. And finding a warehouse to support your business is the most important thing, because the place that you select becomes the lifeblood of your business. And so finding a place that you can trust, finding a place that values you as a customer, that values your products because all of your products are there, and that will treat your customers as if they are their own. It's not an easy feat to find, and it is a painstaking process, and it's one that I take very, very, very seriously. And in relation to the box, those of you who are subscribed know that it is a discount box, in that we give you 5, 6 items, full-size items that we manufacture from scratch. We're not getting the products from different places and just buying them and slapping our logo on them. There are designs, are back and forth with manufacturers and vendors. They are custom designed and made for you all. And it is not an easy feat to do that, and do that at the price point that we're able to maintain for you. And maintaining pricing that is affordable is very important to me. And so a part of that is the pricing that we get for what it's going to take for the warehouse that we choose to put your boxes together and get them out to you, right? And so in finding our warehouse was over a month of back and forth with the sales rep and, visiting the place and just making sure that, all right, this is going to be our forever home. It is expensive to move, right? We don't want to be moving again. Like, this got to be the place. And I felt like this was the place. Negotiated pricing, and it was pricing that I knew would allow us to continue to serve you all in the manner in which you've been accustomed. So we get there, and had some struggles with onboarding. It took a couple of months for us to get up and running. And so finally, when they get out the first month of boxes, we get the bill, and it's 2 times what our contract says. It's 2 times what was promised, like over and over again throughout the process of deciding to go to them. And therein began a battle, I guess you could call it, that came to a head last week. Okay, so I'm going to fast forward. So I gave you a little bit of backstory, and now I'm going to fast forward. So March boxes, we were waiting for an item that was stuck at the port. So the week of the 20th, we communicated to you all that we were waiting on this item. The item was finally released, and boxes were going to be going out. That is the last communication that you received from us regarding your boxes. And unfortunately, because of what transpired after we communicated that to you all, that turned out to not be the case. So the week of the 20th, we're tracking this item. We're communicating with our warehouse so that they're ready to go. And we find out exactly when it's going to be released. And we say to the warehouse, want to start getting the stuff out this week. They tell us that it's not a problem. Because if you can't get them out this week, then we'll just go ahead and start shipping now, and we're not going to wait for the item. We'll ship the items out without the product that we're waiting on, because it's important that people start getting their tracking this week. Like, we need to start getting them out. They tell us, based on when the item is coming, it's not going to be a problem. They're going to go ahead and they're going to get them out that week, the end of that week. And so that's when we communicated to you that your boxes were shipping that week. So Thursday, we don't hear anything. Or we check in, we don't hear anything. Friday, we're calling all day. Like, what's going on? Nobody's responding. Finally, at the end of the day on Friday, one of my team members was able to get in contact with somebody there, and they said, oh, we couldn't get to your boxes because we were working on another customer's project, and we just couldn't get to them. So we're like, what, right? And then no less than maybe an hour or two after that, we get a letter from our warehouse lawyers that says they will not release our boxes unless we give into certain demands that they have. And I'm not going to get into the details of it, but other than to say there are demands that are a breach of the contract that we have with them. Okay, so that started this battle that we have been in with them since that time. That came to a head, and ultimately your boxes all finally went out. The last of them went out yesterday, and so yesterday, it is the very last day of the month. And while I know that we are right and that what is being done to us is illegal, really, I had to make a choice. I mean, I had my lawyers involved, and it's back and forth all week. And I had to make a choice between sticking to my guns and just fighting it out, which would have meant that your boxes would not have been released at all for March, or giving in a bit in order for me to make sure that my ultimate obligations to you all were met, even if that meant my accepting part of behavior that I shouldn't have to have accepted. But I did. It was literally the last pickup of the day yesterday, and I was told, listen, if you don't accept these new terms here, we're going to send DHL, FedEx away, and we're not going to let them pick up your boxes to get out to the rest of your customers. So, your boxes, good news, is that they all got out. Bad news is that it's the latest in the history of the 6 years of the box that boxes have shipped out. Some of you have received your boxes already, I see, and some of you just got your tracking yesterday. And for that, I am deeply sorry. So a few things there. One is we've been told that everybody's boxes have shipped out, so everybody should have received their tracking number. If you paid for a March box and you have not received a tracking number, please email support@izzyandliv.com, okay? Because we're told that everything went out. So we need to know that. If you did not receive your tracking, we need to know that. So please contact us. Number 2, today is April 1st. And today is typically the day that we would renew you for your April boxes. And you might have noticed that you have not been charged today. That is not by accident. So literally, probably was 11:59 last night. My husband, thankfully, techie that he is, was able to bulk change everybody's renewal dates and push them back. So everybody's dates have been pushed back to either the 4th or the 8th, between the 4th or the 8th. The majority of you, it's the 4th. If you would like to push your date back further, you can log into your account. You'll be able to see what date your charge for April is scheduled for. If you would like to push it back a bit further, email support@izzyandliv. You can push it back to the 8th. A little beyond that, it might be a little bit too risky because we need to have like a cutoff for when we get the order list to get the April boxes fulfilled. So I wanted to make sure that I gave you an update on your April charge, explain to you why you didn't hear from us all last week. And I wanted to update you all because I felt horrible that the week before we communicated something to you that turned out to not be true. But because we were in this battle, like my lawyers, their lawyers, all last week, I did not know for sure what was going to happen. And I didn't want to come to you and again tell you something that ended up not being true. So I needed to wait until the dust settled to be able to update you. Okay, so I just want to say that I appreciate you all. I value you all, and I thank you all for the support that you give. Running this business has not been easy. Like there have been highs, like such huge, amazing highs, but the lows have been low. And there are moments that sometimes I question, like, damn, like, is this worth it? You know what I mean? I could be clocking in and clocking out, 5 o'clock, go home and not be thinking about this, right? And it's hard. And one of the things that keep me going is you all. You all keep me going. You all are the reason why I fought a war last week, and when Celie said, I'm here, I'm still here, right? I'm here. We live to fight another day, right? You won't break my soul. And so I thank you for giving me a reason to fight on the days that I feel like just crawling into bed and pulling the covers over my head. And I want to assure you that I will continue to fight for you, for this business, because I believe in what we're doing, and I've seen the impact that it has on you all, and you know, no one's going to stop that, right? I hope that I made sense. I really don't even know half of what I just said. I hope that it made sense. If you have questions, you know, maybe I'll look at the comments later. I'm going to probably try to like check out a little bit today. But if you have questions, I don't want to get into too many details with what's going on with the warehouse, other than to say that we're going to be all right. We're going to be fine. And April, as I said, is our anniversary, 6th anniversary of the Brown Sugar Box. So you're going to get your boxes. Boxes ain't going to stop. Okay? So if you are, if you're not subscribed and you want to subscribe, go to izzyandliv.com and subscribe. And if you've, you know, taken a break and you want to come back, we miss you. Come back. And if you're, you know, just here for moral support, I thank you. Thank you for that. All right, y'all. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. And yeah, I've never asked this before, but this just came upon me. Pray for me, please. Pray for me. And pray for, you know, I have a lot of business sisters in the entrepreneurial struggle right now. I've been going through it, and I have friends who have been going through it. It's, I don't know, something in the water, something in the air. You know, businesses that you support, especially small businesses, and you know the people behind them. Give them grace, and you know, keep them in your prayers, please. You know, sometimes this looks glamorous. You see the outside, and it looks like, you know, being an entrepreneur is just this amazing ride, and, you know, glam and glitz and, you know, all the things. And there is some of that. But there's a lot of just struggle and stress and uncertainty. And, you know, we keep showing up for y'all. And so, you know, if you have a business that you support and that you love, you know, maybe send that business owner a little message. You really have no idea how much those things really give them strength to battle some of the battles that we face. Okay. All right, I'm done rambling. I'm not even going to watch this back. I don't even want to know what I said. I don't even want to. But I hope that explains it. And if you have questions or concerns or anything like that, support at izzyandliv.com. Thank y'all, Brown Sugar Babes. Love y'all. Have a good weekend. Bye.